So what's going on, everybody? It's JA. We got another sneaker review, which I want to start things off with a little PSA. As far as my personal journey here throughout sneakers, things have definitely changed throughout the years, which I feel like is only normal for human beings. If you've been doing the same thing for your entire life, that's when I may actually judge you. But we're not going to get off subject here. This is about the sneakers, which we got an interesting one here today. I would say nowadays I find myself, going less and less for the more hype, flashy stuff and rocking just more of the little plain Jane, the stuff that doesn't make it look like you're trying too hard. But we definitely have an interesting one here today in the Travis Scott Jordan 1 Low Medium Olive. You could definitely say this is one of the hottest sneakers of the moment currently, and I put a heavy emphasis on currently because, of course, as you guys know, there's going to be a lot more releases coming, and once the next hype sneaker drops, everybody will probably forget all about these joints right here, which I would have to say, if you guys weren't familiar, this is actually my very first time checking out a pair of Travis Scott's here. So let's just go ahead and say this is going to be a more like bias-free review, which we saw this sneaker drop last Saturday, which was the 28th. Retail was $150 on these joints, which your standard pair of Jordan 1s typically would go for $140. So I feel like the $10 increase isn't too bad, especially for a collaboration and one that apparently is supposed to feature a little bit more better materials. I wanted to say premium, but we'll just go ahead and stick with better. So as far as checking these joints in hand, I would say as far as the quality, as far as the materials and everything, they seem to be just kind of standard. I wouldn't say that they're anything like above what you typically get when you get a pair of Jordan Retros, but what I would have to say where I do see an improvement here would be with the craftsmanship, especially for a sneaker which is rumored to be mass produced. I would have to say that these joints definitely look really good. A1, I give them as far as quality control and everything. I don't see any like glue stains, stitches missing or anything like that. Just everything looks really proper and really great for just like a quality sneaker. So for the $150, I would say definitely worth it. As far as paying resale, I would say that's definitely subjective. But just as far as the overall look here, I do enjoy what they got going on with the olive vibe. Perfect sneaker for the fall. As far as the materials, on the upper, you do have a suede leather combo, black Nike swoosh, and then these little like red Cactus Jacks hits in there, which I'll wrap it up with this sail vintage midsole, which I feel like is a really nice touch. A little contrast from the upper. Now these do include 2 additional laces, so you got the pink set as well as the black, but you guys know me, I like to just keep things plain Jane. So we'll just keep it with the standard white joints, which already come pre-laced, or I guess I should say just laced through the first buckle. I hate the fact that Jordan 1s come unlaced, which I feel like as far as like a Travis Scott collab for the little $10 extra that y'all are charging us, don't you think you could at least come with the sneakers laced up or whatever? But regardless, it is what it is. So I do think these joints look nice. As far as like just my favorite detail on this model right here, just off the first look, I would say like on the inside here, you got the little Cactus Jack logo, which is painted right off top of the suede olive finish, which I feel like is just a nice little touch on here. I do like the red contrasting against the olive. So overall, great looking sneaker. Now essentially you guys can pretty much style this model any way you want. Remember, this is a Jordan 1, one of the most classic sneakers currently available on the market, which means the possibilities are endless as far as like how you want to rock these joints right here. The only word of advice I would say is do not rock these joints. If you're over the age of 18, do not rock these joints with socks with like a pattern or design on them or anything like that. Save that for the kids. For us adults, let's just go ahead and stick to the solid colors, and preferably for this sneaker, maybe like a solid black, white, or maybe even a gray or something like that. But as far as what we're showcasing here, what we got is a more loose pair of pants, which I feel like nowadays people are going for like the more comfortable baggy look. But again, we also have a more proper fitted pair of pants, which I know some of y'all still love them tight ass pants, which is cool though as well, because it also lets you showcase all the details. That way you can get a better look at this sneaker on feet. So once you throw them on, you'll notice that as far as my sizing experience, I would say these joints do fit true to size. I typically go 10.5 and these fit great. Some people I've seen say that these do run big, but as far as my experience, I can't really confirm that or not. But true to size, definitely the way to go. As far as comfort, you're not going to be blown away. It's just your typical Jordan 1, which of course features that good old 80s tech. So again, nothing is going to blow you away. But as far as like the final verdict when it comes to these Travis Scott medium olives, I would say these joints are definitely a solid sneaker. Definitely would be warranted for the $150 price tag. Would I pay resale for these? Probably not, but if you're one of those people that are going for like a more flashy look, you know, you want to flex, kind kind of give off that appearance that you got money or you're having it or something like that, I would say these are definitely the way to go. All the little extra details as far as like the Cactus Jack, the little Travis Scott branding, even the reverse swoosh and all that, that's something that I really could care less about. But again, you know, if you want to kind of give off that look and you want something more flashy, more hype, the hype sneaker, I guess the hottest sneaker currently on the market, I would say all those details are what you would go for. But if you're just in the market for like a great fall time colorway, I feel like the olive vibe is perfect right now. If you're looking for something that it feels like the craftsmanship is just a little bit more premium versus your standard pair of Jordans, I would say this is definitely a solid pickup. So at the end of the day, Travis Scott and Jordan, they've been teaming up for a while. They've been dropping these collabs. I would say at first it was like the most hottest thing. Well, it's still the hottest thing on the market, but I feel like nowadays it's just more of like for your like general hype beasts, which have more gravitated towards this. And I feel like the people that are really like hardcore sneakerheads, they're kind of like going back to like the more plain Jane basic, or trying to find pairs that they don't really see too many people wearing so much that often. So I would say as far as this pair right here, apparently the most highly produced Travis Scott Jordan 1 to date. And I feel like it was a great touch for them to, you know, just keep it standard with the olive, you know, Travis Scott fall type of vibes. I feel like this colorway is definitely on brand with Travis Scott releases. And you would probably even say that as far as this pair right here, it looks very similar to some pairs that have already dropped, specifically that women's release that we saw last year. I forgot what they call them. I think it was the reverse, something like that. You guys know what's going on right here. So let me know what y'all think about this pair right here. Were you guys able to grab these joints from the official release, or did you have to bite the bullet and pay that resale ticket? I would have to say resale prices aren't too crazy when it comes to a Travis Scott release, but I would say these joints are probably definitely will go up over time if history repeats itself. That's what we've seen as far as Travis Scott drops go. So Travis Scott Jordan 1, currently the hottest sneaker for the moment. Again, heavy emphasis on the moment, because of course you guys know more sneakers are dropping, and more importantly more Travis Scotts are dropping. So I guess we have that velvet brown pair which is dropping this holiday. Everybody seems to really hate those joints right here, so I guess most people will gravitate more towards this. I would say those brown joints though are cool. They do feature like some cool little contrasting materials and everything like that, so I think that would be an interesting one to see, you know, how people respond once they actually drop, because the early word is that people aren't rocking with them. But I would expect for people's opinions to change on that. On top of the Travis Scott 1, which seems to be like their go-to smash hit for Nike and Jordan brand, they've also allowed Travis Scott to drop his own Jordans in the Jumpman Jack, which I want to say that dark mocha pair is loading up soon. We've also seen another pair floating around, and then of course they have the Nike Cactus Jack sneakers. I forgot what the hell they call them or whatever, but them joints are cool or whatever. I feel like that's the least talked about though out of everything. So it seems like most people only care about the Travis Scott Jordan retro collabs, but we'll see if Travis can make a name for himself, you know, with a bigger impact on some of his other models. But for now, this is the one that everybody's talking about, and somehow these joints just mysteriously showed up on my doorstep. So I'm like, you know, I usually could care less about hype shit like this, but since this is what the people want to see, let's go ahead and give them what they want to see. So drop your feedback down below, and let me know if you guys think I should keep these joints or not. I'm kind of contemplating. I know it's not really my style, you know, I don't really want to come off as like I'm trying too hard, but I'm not even gonna lie, these joints are super clean. I especially like the way they look with the white pants and everything like that. So I guess I'll just sit on these joints for a while, see what I want to do with them. But for now, Travis Scott review. Drop your feedback down below if you guys enjoyed the video. Help me out by hitting a like. And if you guys would like to see more sneaker reviews, you know, let me know down below. And also drop some suggestions on what type of pairs you guys want to see me review. I actually did just get another Nike box which just arrived, so I'm gonna try to get that next review up for you guys here soon. But in the meantime, stay safe, stay blessed. JA, another sneaker review. I'm out. Catch y'all next time. Love.